Welcome to round 24 Oddities. There were quite a few shanks this week and I'm going to show you a couple, and you leave a comment below and you let me know which one you think is the absolute worst. In this first one you can see Joe Danaher misses completely out in front from 15 metres. How does this even happen? Joel Amarty's kick from the Swans was not even close. It's just come off the instep terribly.
Let's concentrate on Joel Amarty for a moment. He's sprayed that horribly. Jude Bolton, ground level, Bailey Fritsch.
Jack Darling, who's usually a very good kick in front of goal, has missed from 20 metres out on a very slight angle. It definitely looks like he pokes at the ball, and this has to be one of the ugliest kicks I've seen in a very long time. Mitch Owens has taken a shot from about 45 metres out on a slight angle, and it definitely looks like it comes off the side of the boot, and it looks like he misses it by about 10 metres, not even close to registering a score at all. That's about it for the worst shanks of the week that I saw. Which one do you think is the worst? After the third quarter has finished, Dangerfield kicks a goal and Isaac Smith is so excited he takes a specky on his own teammate. Luckily he didn't injure himself. I mean, it was his last game anyway, but I just found this quite funny. Hicks has kicked an awesome goal and unfortunately gets tunnelled in the process, and you can see that he lands straight on his back, and man, this would have hurt. This would have taken the wind out of him, something shocking. Luckily he was okay to play the rest of the game. It does look like Burton does block Bolton from attempting a mark, but either way, you know you can't point at the screen. The umpire gives away a 50-metre penalty, and then Daniel Rioli doesn't get out of the way, and it's another 50-metre penalty. It's not too often that we see a 100-metre penalty from two very avoidable mistakes. In the end, it cost Richmond big time. Parrish drops an absolute sitter inside the forward 50 when they've only kicked 3 goals for the whole game. He's got to do better than that. And then they proceed to get the ball right to the goal line, and then Langford almost misses absolutely everything. This probably should have been a goal 1, 2, 3 times, but in classic Bomber fashion, a goal goes missing. And then it's Richmond's turn to completely fumble the ball. There were probably another 3 opportunities for Richmond to kick a goal here, and in the end they actually just run into each other and it's easy to spoil over the line. No goal for Richmond. Another comedy of errors. We can add Hobbs here for another shank at goal. It's not as bad as the others, but when your team needs it, you need to kick these. In the end, it looked like Durham's tackle here on Cameron was fine. The MRO didn't even look at it, so I'm assuming it was fine. I covered this in my MRO suspension video. Just a good hard tackle. And again, this one as well was also let go. I'm not sure if it's just me, but the MRO seems to not fine or suspend people as much when it comes up to finals. I guess with this one, both teams are not playing finals, so yeah, I don't know. Now, I'm not sure if an outside umpire actually called this one, but you can see the umpire at the very bottom of the screen has his hands up like play on, and then a few seconds later he actually changes his mind and decides that it is a mark. It's a very late call, and this would be extremely frustrating for players. This clip here, it almost felt like deja vu. Redmond gets Ginnivan high, but this time he gets the free kick. Very similar circumstances, and you can see Craig McRae is very happy that Ginnivan has finally got a free for a high tackle. He probably did contribute a little bit, but this was definitely a free kick. I don't think I've ever seen a player be tackled with the ball above the head like this. This one was quite strange in the end. Odd, you could say. A free kick was paid for a dangerous tackle. I guess Pedler didn't do everything he could to protect himself. Just an odd tackle overall. When I was watching this one, I honestly thought that Redmond would have got the free kick for Jamie Elliott holding the ball. Apparently he did get a handball to it, and it looked like he did, but he had so much time to dispose of the ball, and it was the very last second before he got tackled that he disposed of it. I think the umpire should reward the tackle, and this should have been holding the ball. Watch the way that Holmes kicks this ball. It almost looks like a check side or banana, depending on which state you come from. But the way his leg goes, it almost looks like he's check sided, and that's why the ball has curved around like that. Just an odd kick overall when you're straight out in front. How good's this fend off from Miller here? He just pushes him down like it's absolutely nothing. Poor old Josh Battle was absolutely in a battle for his chin on the weekend. From what I saw, I think he got hit 3 or 4 times, head high, all of them incidental, but he was getting smacked around something shocking. He would have woken up pretty sore the next day. Lemons has hit Curtis Taylor and somehow come off second best. I think he got a hit in the ribs. As we know, no suspension or fine for Lemons, which I was quite surprised at, as I thought this was head-high contact. I thought that was an immediate fine. What do you think? Parrish has given away a free kick for handing the ball back to a teammate after a ball up instead of back to the umpire. I don't think I've really ever seen this before except for the last couple of weeks where the umpires have been paying this. I don't think it's delaying the game that much, and a free kick is pretty harsh penalty. Matt Rao has the tackle of the week as he absolutely dumps Simpkin down into the ground. This was a textbook tackle, perfectly legal, just a very nice strong tackle around the hips. This has to be one of the softest, dangerous tackles I've seen all year. You can see Connor Rosie does get thrown to the ground, but he sort of throws his head around, he flops around a little bit. The umpire falls for it and gives him a dangerous tackle free kick. It's not a good look. I was actually quite surprised that MRO didn't look at this one a little bit further. As you can see, the North Melbourne defender overruns the ball and cleans up Matt Rao. We've seen this happen several times throughout the year, and this usually ends up as a suspension, as the person is playing the player, not the ball, and he does clean up Matt Rao. Luckily, he's tough. I'm not entirely sure if it does hit him in the head or not, but I'm just very surprised that MRO didn't even look at this one. Sam Wiedemann has a shot at goal and it comes off the side of the boot and falls way short, and then eventually it gets in control of Collingwood, and you can see John Noble goes to handball and somehow it comes out the other side. I'm sure it's just slipped, but from this angle it looks pretty funny. It looks like a little trick that even he didn't know he had.
It's going to fall well short.
Marcus Winderhager has an awesome save here. You can see he comes off his man and he knows Joe Danaher is most likely going to kick the goal, and he dives for the ball and he smothers it. Goes through for a point. We don't highlight the defensive plays enough, so well done to him. And that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching throughout the season. I will hopefully be doing individual videos on the matchups for next week. If you've hung around this long, then please do subscribe, leave a like and leave a comment. And let your comment be who you think is going to win the 2023 AFL Grand Final. And again, thank you very much for watching.